sound. It was bittersweet. Voices calling out from an aching heart, getting so much closer by staying apart, singing a song of hope and love that will heal. You heard when I heard, I feel what you feel. We will survive, we will stay strong. Love is the word, and hope is the song. The streets are empty, but the sky is clear. You want somebody and can't have them near, taking shelter where you can when the world is at stake. Alone together, trying hard not to break, singing a song of hope and love that will heal. You heard when I heard, I feel what you feel. We will survive, we will stay strong. Love is the word, and hope is the song. A song for the lonely, the tired and the weary. A song for the broken, the mighty. Can you hear me? Get beyond our pride and greed, share everything that we need. We won't be ignored. We will be restored. Singing a song of hope and love that will heal. You heard when I heard, I feel what you feel. We will survive, we will stay strong, 'cause love is the word, and hope is the song.
Dawn, where's the snooze button?
Freddie, it's time to get up. We got a show to do. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Hang tight, guys. Pressing the snooze one more time.
And it's time to do a show.
Morning time, snooze button.
Good morning, South Florida, and welcome to the breakfast at the Brooklyn Cafe TV.
You take a deep breath and a good whiff of that coffee brewing. Grab yourself some toast, a donut, or any breakfast. As Dawn and Freddie get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
So I grabbed myself and called 888-994-4995 to share a tip of the day.
Or just to say good morning.
So get ready for the time of your life.
Shake off your sleepies, buckle up, because it's showtime.
Welcome to the morning show on a fantastic Monday morning. For football junkies, when your football team wins a game, first time in 2.5 years, you get up and you get happy.
Who do they play?
It don't matter. They play the Titans, which is my other favorite team.
You like Tennessee?
Yes, but I knew that Tannehill, whatever his name is.
Ryan Tannehill?
That guy. No, when the Jets played him against the Dolphins, there is a secret to beating him. and they just poured it on. Do you know they ran 90 plays against the Jets? That Jet defense yesterday, I got to tell you, I got to tip my hat. But anyway, the kid finally won his first game. The Patriots last night lost. I got to tell you, hats off to the Patriot quarterback. That kid is a replica of...
Gotta lower the mane.
Lower the master. Of Brady. A replica.
Ryan Tannehill?
No, the guy from the Patriots. Mac Jones.
Mm.
That kid, that game yesterday was like a giant pinball. It was fast. It was furious. It was boom, boom, and it was raining.
What was the score?
Tampa won because the Patriots...
Tampa, I meant your Jets team.
Oh, the Jets won 27-24.
It's luck.
They threw 2 bombs. Slick was there because he was celebrating his birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Slick.
We'll get to that.
That's how my birthday ended with the Jets winning.
Yes. He was sitting right in front of the screen, and the guy throws a 53-yard bomb and scores in the end zone. And Slick is like, what? So, because Jets are the Jets, they had 2 chances to put this game away. And the quarterback threw it at the guy's feet. We're trying to figure out why. So he says, you guys go through all of this to win a game?
It's a lot of stress.
Did you see the stress? I aged in that game.
It's
Your
a lot
hair?
of stress
Why
that
hair?
the New York Jet fans go through because I'll say 30 minutes they were all sad in the stands, and then within I'll say a good play, everybody's all up. Everybody wants to win the game. I felt like if they allowed the players to come on the field, they would, so they can help the Jets win the game.
So, Slick, what was it like for you celebrating your birthday at the Dodger during the Jets game and then the fish?
It was like, coming home because I haven't been to the Dodger in a while.
Really?
And the fact that I seen the Dolphins losing, and
I lost money
the
yesterday.
Hurricanes lost on Thursday. It was just a lot of L's for
And the
me.
Gators lost.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh my God.
But I don't know why you guys think that the Hurricanes are going to win.
Because
It's
you
the
think
Hurricanes.
it goes back to the 1985 championship. You think it's going to happen every year.
Yes.
85 is
It
a long
was
time
over
ago.
27
When
years
they
ago.
when they
Oh, it was way over,
disrespected
yes.
the Hurricanes and they called the Hurricanes convicts, and then they faced Notre Dame, they had a lot of name for the Hurricane players.
Yeah.
First of all, that team in 85
Yeah.
had the Rock Johnson, all those super duper players. You ain't never going to have a team like that again.
So that was the team. So you keep hoping you're going to strike it again.
Correct.
You keep
It was
hoping.
a football weekend, I got to tell you. I went to a new restaurant on Saturday night to watch the Gator game. Now, I'm good for a football game for a half. And inquiring minds should know you have to choose your half wisely.
Correct.
Getting there at the beginning of a game for me is not a good situation. I did have a lovely drink, though. It was called coconut and lime. Ever had coconut vodka?
Yes.
I'd never had it. Coconut, vodka, lime, and coconut and orange juice.
It's like a
Highlight
basket.
of the evening. And then halftime comes in at 7:30. I'm done. I push myself till 8, then I go outside. I couldn't sit. I just can't sit for 4 hours. I don't
You
know how people
know
do
how
it.
to watch a football game.
Oh my gosh. And the people we were with are like avid, boom, Gator fans.
Yeah.
So
I can't watch that. I can't sit through the whole.
I
football
just
thing.
don't have it in me. The last 2 minutes is always the best, and the game was, it could have gone either way on the last 2 minutes. It didn't.
Georgia and Alabama are the 2 best schools in the country.
So Georgia beat.
Georgia won, Alabama won. But at the end of the day, they have to play each other for the conference. And usually that game, whoever wins that game loses the national. So those 2 will. There is no. It's not even close. Notre Dame lost. I mean, you know what?
FSU won this weekend.
Oh, they did?
First game finally
That's good.
against Clemson.
FAU.
Against Syracuse.
FAU won too.
Ooh,
Yes,
really?
we did.
They won big.
Yes,
Where were you? I saw you out at a concert
At the,
or a football game.
I went to a FAU game. Yeah, 58-21.
How the hell did you get in? I heard it was sold out.
It wasn't.
Student.
It wasn't sold out?
It wasn't at all. Like, it had enough space for it.
Well, we have somebody that does the marketing for FAU coming in, right?
Got to call up. We had a great event we went to. You guys grab a mic. Slick, you have a mic on your right?
Yeah.
Sorry, you guys grab that left. We went Friday night to Space of Mind. It was Art Walk. It was the first event that Space of Mind is part of Art Walk in Delray, downtown. And they now have an art showing there. We met some amazing
Did
artists.
the Pacers stay there?
They're there until January.
Nice.
And then I think they rotate.
Very nice.
So we got to meet the curator, and she was amazing, right?
Got
How
to meet
cool
2
is she?
curators, no?
Got to meet the curator and then a couple of the
A
artists.
lady from FAU.
She's one of the artists. She's the one she has this donut painting, which is really cool. All different donuts. Chelsea thought you would like your Kermit. I don't know why she thinks you're Kermit,
Kermit the Frog.
but you're not. That's
Freddy
not your
the
thing.
Frog.
Is that it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, that was a really cool. So we saw some cool pieces of art. So that was a whole lot of fun. And that was Friday night's adventure. Saturday night was football. And then by yesterday, I was like, don't
Okay,
know.
so I'm going to teach you. Are you ladies like to watch football?
Sometimes.
I'm going to teach you the lady way of watching a football game.
Okay.
Okay, because obviously, if you watch a football game, you're going to get bored.
Yes.
Because it's a man thing. Testosterone.
I get bored. True.
So what you got to do is this. You got to have your favorite drink. And you got to have it in a tall vat. Because you're going to be taking shots of your favorite drink. So if your team scores a touchdown, you got to have a drink. If your team gets a first down, in other words, elements of the game occur, you got to have a drink. Now, the way the game is played is the guy or persons that you're watching the game against, you will have to drink theirs if their team scores. But that'll be too much drinking for women. So what I suggest is that you have like a little something to eat. That way you can keep this game going.
Okay.
So what you do is you're going to get in and root for your team to do certain things because the other people that are watching against you, they have to drink. So let's say, I don't know who FIU played or whatever. I don't know who the Hurricanes play.
Who did the Hurricanes play?
A no-name team? That's even worse.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
It was FSU versus Syracuse.
Syracuse? They beat Syracuse?
We beat Syracuse.
Wow. I
Oh
must.
no, West Virginia. They played West Virginia.
Oh, they weren't going to win that game. All right, so I will always automatically go against whoever the Hurricanes are playing.
Why?
Because I hate them.
What's wrong with you?
It's only for you.
It is
You ever
always
see that you go like this?
With different fingers.
Yeah. No, I can't do that.
No.
But anyway, so I will go against.
A lot of jealousy there.
The
Like, do
Hurricanes.
you want to do the U? Do you want to do the U?
You want to go to the U?
I don't even want to
He
make the
wants
O.
to do the U sign.
I don't even want to make the O.
Okay.
No, my U is literally like this. It goes like this. Anyway, so I will go
The squeaky
against.
U? Squeaky.
It falls down like the sign. So I will go.
Happy Monday to you.
I will go against the U.
Okay.
So we're sitting watching. You guys all use
All use.
I'm whoever, West Virginia, right? So if West Virginia scores, you got to drink my drink.
Okay.
Or in your case, eat the food because you're not going to be able to hold the liquor. Because I'm going to make like a Long Island iced tea.
I want
bomb
to take you guys to this restaurant. We're going to go over to this restaurant I went to called The Standard.
to watch the game.
We're going to have lunch.
No, I want to watch the game. We're talking football.
They've got TVs everywhere.
It goes to show you attention span zilch.
like a fly. Boom. They've got TVs everywhere. They're great to watch football there.
I have TVs or what?
Any sport you want. There's like 4 TVs in a corner. Then
No,
there's
I
TVs
have my-
everywhere.
I have my table now, my watering hole,
At the
my
Dodger?
position, because the Jets want everything has to be duplicated.
Ah, you're going to change your underwear?
No, I'm keeping the one. No, I have it put it in the
You
bag.
put
and then I
aside
put it back
for
on.
next Sunday? What did you wear?
Regular underwear. But
No,
whatever I
what
wore,
outfit did you wear?
I had my man cave.
He
on.
was showing legs and arms
You
yesterday.
had shorts and a
So
t-shirt
don't be
on?
looking at my legs.
He was showing legs yesterday.
Yeah,
My
shorts on?
grandson was there.
It's casual.
Ah.
He's pulling on my arms.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing, kid?
You got to see Rowan? You got to hang out with him?
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
He's
He
cute.
says, happy birthday, Slick. I go,
Birthday, yeah.
it's his birthday, happy birthday, birthday.
How was your birthday?
My birthday was it was good. Like I mean, I hung out with more of my family this year because I say a lot of them did come down, but
You did during the morning, not at night.
what? What? I did hang out with them at night. So yeah, in the morning.
Not
yeah.
your family.
Yeah, my family.
Mm.
Yeah, my
Not
family.
your family.
Yeah. hang out with you.
And I had some tacos yesterday. Like it was so nice. Tacos and some sushi. Like it was nice.
What are you guys?
Yeah. That's a combination.
That was,
Well, Taco Bell came out with the taco sandwich.
that was not Taco
taco
Bell
sandwich.
tacos. I'm so sorry.
Taco sandwich, have you seen that one?
That's Taco Bell's a laxative.
A laxative?
It is. Like I don't understand why people still go there. Because I know with my stomach, The Taco Bell just bleeds right through me.
What do you guys do for your birthday? Do you make it a special occasion? You do.
Yeah, I celebrate with my family.
And what do you do? What
I bake a cake. I invite.
you bake your own cake?
Yeah, I do. 4 layers.
4 layers of your own cake.
A whole deal, yeah.
Oh, deal. She's
You,
funny.
you don't want nobody else to bake your cake?
No.
You
I'll
have
do
to
it
do your
myself.
cake.
Yeah.
How
Is
old
it-
are you?
I'm 21.
You're so much fun.
What kind of
Isn't
cake?
she so
what kind of
fun?
cake do you like? What's the interior?
Dulce de leche.
Oh my God, a 4-layer dulce de leche must weigh like 17 pounds.
No, I was making one for my friend yesterday. 4 layers, dulce de leche, brigadeiro, strawberries, like, it was huge. It was fun.
We have to commission her.
I know.
I didn't know you like to bake.
Sometimes, when I'm happy with music, alone by myself in my house.
Well, yesterday was Slick's birthday. Wednesday, I think, is Vlad's, and Thursday is Eric's, or flip-flop, something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a...
It's like 5. There's more.
And there's someone else next Sunday, right?
Yeah.
There's like 5 birthdays here this
wow.
week.
We
I just
should
forgot who they
celebrate the
are.
whole month.
We are, and then we roll right into Halloween.
Can we make a birthday cake the size of this table?
Oh, God.
Is
Like
it
the
hard
Gilmore
to
Girls?
do?
You need to find a big enough oven. Exactly.
Well, what if we put it together like in pieces and then 1 layer?
Like a pull apart cupcake cake.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh,
So that Slick can jump through with his speed on
Oh, Slick's gonna pop out of a cake.
I'm gonna pop out of the cake.
oh wow.
We'll make a big hole in the middle. He's swoop.
You don't have to make that section of the cakes for me to pop out.
Anna, when's your birthday?
So,
March 9th.
March 9th. So you got, and I know you're June.
1 pieces.
You're Pisces
We're
with you.
Pisces.
Ah.
We see eye to eye.
Exactly.
And you're the 19th.
And what are you?
Gemini.
She's a Gemini.
Oh yeah, you know that.
You know that.
Well,
Yeah.
How'd you like those fish paintings? I actually met the artist from Space of Mind.
wait a minute. Let the ring in my ear go away.
Huh?
Yeah, are you bringing her in?
The fish guy?
No, you told me you were bringing
I
her
got
in.
a lot of people to bring in. We have a lot of people that we met on Friday. We got a lot of things to do. New shows. I have to send the proposal to the lady from
We're
Friday.
gonna have to find some more walls.
Oh, that artist, another artist is coming in today to drop some pieces off. Stacy Mandel might be coming in to drop more pieces. Yeah, Slick, we got
Do
it.
you have the frames to your pieces?
I'm hoping to get
Did
them.
you ever order it?
I
Did
did.
you look it up?
I did. I got the bill.
That don't mean you ordered it.
I got the bill. That's all I can tell you.
We are stirring the drink. You know what it means to stir the drink? I'm going to give you a 59-year-old piece of advice. When you're in a relationship and it goes past 2 years, you have to stir the drink. Just saying.
Do you remember when we first met, we interviewed Dawn Masler
Sure.
about men? She married her boyfriend. Remember we were at the boat party
I
for the
remember.
launch?
Yeah.
She actually married him recently, now they're grandparents. And she talked about that.
I saw her at WNN
Did you?
and she was dating him. And I
Oh, a long time ago. Yeah, yeah.
And I said to her, after all the garbage you said about men, you're dating one? She got so mad.
Relationships only last 2 years. Actually, next week, the week of the 13th, Alexa Carlin is coming into town. She's having her book launch. I'm going on a Wednesday night. We're going to be interviewing her that Tuesday on WNN, talking about WEX and what's happening with that. And her new book is out called Adaptable.
You got a quarter? I'll
Uh-huh.
bet you a quarter.
Okay.
She won't remember the conversation we had at Starbucks. I
don't
will
know.
bet you a quarter.
I don't know, I bet you a quarter. We shall see. But that's coming up in the middle of August. So that'll be October. That'll be a whole lot of fun. Her book launch.
It's interesting. Did you see the latest and greatest that somebody, a whistleblower on Facebook has come out? Somebody that actually put that together, I'm going to say 5 years ago. How old is Facebook? 5, 6 years?
2005.
10 years? 10 years?
2005.
Yeah.
What year are we?
Okay, 18 years. I don't care. I don't know how to count. What difference does it make? She was one of the originators.
Okay.
And she has talked, she came out finally after they made her sign all of these non-competes and stuff. She doesn't care. And she's talking about how Facebook divides people.
Well, we know that, right?
Oh yeah.
Divides people, it divides cultures, it divides.
Well, they were talking about the misinformation, whatever side you believe in.
Yeah.
This side was saying that there's misinformation on the vaccine, and how can Facebook get a hold of the misinformation that is coming out that people aren't getting vaccinated. Now, one side says it's misinformation, the other side says it's accurate. So therein lies in your soup and your drink differences of opinions of what that is. But I saw that.
I just don't understand. If you want to take the vaccine, then take it. And if you don't want to take it, then don't take it. But don't fight over it. That's like saying if you want to have the color hair or no hair, it's your choice.
You know what I think? I think people spend too much time arguing over everything.
Everything.
Right? Everything. Like, we should just be like Anna and be happy.
If you're
baking
walking,
cakes.
And not stress and baking cakes, right? I think, are you always happy?
Not always, but
Pretty
you know,
much.
when you get mad at her, you really.
Her phone sticker is just peachy.
She's always happy. Slick too, always happy.
I'll try.
Alana's
Right?
always happy too, but it ain't
Yes.
true. It's a false happy.
It's a false
Because
happy.
when she gets mad,
Well, you know,
Okay.
when you get
you ever
mad,
see
you
when
know?
she gets mad?
No.
It's like you.
It's like
I do not stomp my feet.
No, you don't. You do. You're very short of that. You calculate your next move. Very dangerous Gemini. Geminis are known to be calculated.
Do you ever get tired of angling?
I can't.
You don't get tired of it?
No, it's business.
You ever get tired of it? Like if I do this, then they do this. It's like always a game of chess, and then you do this.
Yeah, and meanwhile, while you're like 4 steps ahead, the very first step that dominoes it might go a different way. Completely different. From
Right?
where
I
you're
get so
at.
tired. It exhausts me. I just want to stop angling. I just
Why?
want to be.
But the moment you stop angling and you take your eye off the prize and somebody comes out from left field with something.
We already know that though, Freddie. You're not always on the next. You're on the next.
I got to be on the next because I got outdone. Again, I found out a piece of information that really ticked me off. But again, you know, that's in-house business. But instead of getting mad, I got to learn how the ladies do it. Got to get even.
No.
Yeah. It's business.
Business
keep
isn't
telling
about
you.
getting even. If you don't like business,
Dawn.
then we have to move away from it.
In business, it's either you get or you get got. Simple. Now, you don't have to agree.
You don't have to get even.
Well, then I fall behind. You see, by even, you're thinking about getting even. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you do this, right? And you're running a business and you get like this, you get schooled. You got to get back in the game and get unschooled.
Aren't you ever tired of doing
Oh
that?
my God, no. Bring it on.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
It wipes me out. By Sunday, I'm wiped. So I asked Chelsea a question, and she gave me a whole nother perspective on something, and I'm like, wow. It's like this purity perspective. And it was
But
really
she's
nice.
young still.
But it was nice when I asked to get a whole nother perspective, which was probably the right perspective, as opposed to do this, to do this, to this. But if I do this, then this. And she was like, no, Mom, it's just like that. She was right.
Tail of the tape. You do something for years and you're consistent at doing it. And then other people are taking pop shots at you or copying you, copycats and toys in the business. How do you feel that you're at this level and they treat you like you're at this level?
Well, I was watching the Today Show. You watch it too, right? Oprah. So
She's a
Hoda
good
was
example.
interviewing Oprah and Maria Shriver, and what it took for, because I guess Maria Shriver and Oprah and Gayle King are all very good friends. And when Oprah left Oprah and she started her own, what everyone did to her in the community, and you would think, who could do anything to Oprah? But the bullying
At
and
the beginning.
well, no, once she was successful as Oprah and she went to own the Oprah Winfrey Network, what people in the industry said to her, and they made her feel like she had to prove herself again. You're thinking, why would Oprah have to even feel that she had to prove herself? She's Oprah. Look what she's accomplished. But in her mind, she felt like, I got to prove myself again. I got to do this. What the haters did to her from that moment on was just horrible. Who does that and why?
Oprah learned through hard knocks to become the most successful businesswoman in media, worth billions. Billions, not millions, billions. But Oprah also, you know, when they started the old network, they told her she was going to be a failure because they were going to do everything in their power to make her a failure.
But why would people do that? Why
Because
can't
they
you
don't
just
want
let
you bigger
people
than the
be
game.
successful?
Because it's people. People think that because you're successful, you become arrogant. And then people get jealous to begin with. So the wannabes, the copycats, all get jealous. So you have somebody who has a big following. and they get jealous of the fact that she has Oprah, she has the O channel, and they don't know how, whatever. So what they're going to do, they're going to do everything in their power to bring it down.
It's just not nice.
Who's saying anything about being nice?
I just don't understand why you can't let people be. If they're successful, let them be successful. They've worked hard.
It's
Be
get or
nice.
get got.
Oh, I don't like that.
There's a lot of things in life we don't like.
I mean, I just don't understand why you can't just be happy for people who are successful.
Why is it that there are banditos that come in with a mask and a gun and they rob you?
I don't understand any
You don't
of
understand
that.
that either?
No.
It's called business.
It's just a whole nother thing. I'd much prefer being kind.
But
I know you can't always
It's
be
different.
successful, but you know what? It's okay. It will be what it.
you're
it'll
in
be
the
what
kind
it'll be.
business, they're not. It's
I know.
really what it comes down to.
I know, but that's the hard thing in this business. You know, you don't see attorneys. You see have this kind of
Back to
cutthroat
this again?
situation.
Politicians, attorneys, even priests. I'm not going to say rabbi because
What
I'm
about
not
teachers?
Jewish.
You think teachers do?
That they're in the nice business, or that they try to be even?
I don't think they try to get even.
No.
Teachers are probably the most innocent victims, but they have to. But they've learned the game. Who was I talking to yesterday? Oh, Jay Harmon, the pencil artist, said to me, "Artists are not marketers. They're not business people,
True.
but they've had to become. Doctors too have had to become business people.
True.
But the bottom line here is that there is the business of nice and there's the business of not so nice. Now, you know what the saddest thing is? You have kids coming out of school who have this viewpoint of the business always being nice. And it isn't. There are people that are going to be jealous of your success, of your success, of your success. It's just the way it works.
So I have to ask you guys a question. Speaking of that, when your
Just like
friends
turn on that speaker.
say things to you
So we don't get
that
rid of it.
aren't nice about what you're doing in school or in work, well, do you think that maybe you should do it this way and not that way? Or is it being as successful as you want? They put that shred of doubt in your mind. What does that do?
For me, it pushes me to continue further of what I was doing in the first place. So to me, it's a confident boost. I'm trying to think of a situation. My first time that I competed at Miss Florida, in the dressing rooms while I was competing, I was very new to the game, even though I was older, because a lot of the girls grew up doing competitions. And at the end of the first preliminary nights, they would have us come out, and so we were allowed to just wear what they would call a walk-on dress, because you were just walking on, awards were given out, and then you would walk off. And so I had planned to wear a dress I had that was short in the front, long in the back, and everyone else was putting on full-length gowns. And a girl had come up to me, and she said it, and then she was trying to be nice, but she said, "Oh, if you don't have a dress,
I can lend you
I
one."
can lend you one of mine." And I do believe it was all in full, good intentions, but it didn't come off to me that way. And I said, "No, thank you. Thank you, but no thank you. I really feel confident and want to wear this one." And then that night I won the talent award out of everyone in my short dress, as of the short long instead of the gown. So to me, it felt very empowering to stick with your own guts, and I think it's staying true to who yourself too. It's being authentic, not letting others' opinions or the naysayers change your trajectory of how you're going.
But you have to have inner confidence to do that.
Inner
Yes,
strength,
you have
right.
to be able to politely navigate and know who you are and what you want.
I don't know about the polite, but I buy the rest of it.
How about you, Anna?
I agree, but at the same time, I feel like if it's someone that I care about, someone close to me, friends, family, whatever, I try to listen in to see if it makes a little bit of sense, because probably they're trying to help me out. But at the same time, I'm like, if I'm very confident, I know what I'm doing, I'm like, no, thank you. But I try to listen, make sure it doesn't fit into my life.
How about you, Slack?
Well, I'm just gonna steal both of their answers, or a bit of both of their answers. So, with friends that will come up and say, "Oh," basically give me some type of criticism. It gives me fuel to get to that next step, because clearly you're watching me, or clearly you see what I'm doing, and obviously some of them want to do the same thing, but they clearly judge me on like the stuff that I've been doing, but like I know my best constructive criticism comes from like my brothers, because they randomly call me or FaceTime me, and then they just use a lot of colorful words like Freddie, and they tell me like what's going on and how can I improve myself. They really do that. I had that happen this whole weekend. It was just colorful constructive criticism.
Yeah, but that's the only word you hear. Look at the difference between delivering it nicely and colorfully.
Colorful just got it out the way.
But
like,
you remember it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the whole impact of the game. What about you?
What about me? It gets complicated. Depends on where I am and how tired I am.
That's not an answer. That's a
And
if I run a mile,
and
I
then
don't want to answer.
I know it's being. See, but then here's the angle part of it.
Yeah, give me the angle.
I know it's being done to make me respond. So then I have to calculate my response. Always smiling, but you have to choose my words wisely. If it's coming from a friend, if it's coming from a family member, it's different. Like if my mom or my dad say something, it's different than if a colleague says something or a friend says something, because I can't tell you it's always nice.
It weighs differently.
Well, wait a minute. Is it the delivery like her example, or is it what they're saying?
Both.
Everybody's always telling me how to do my business. Everybody has an opinion. And there are some days that I've either tried it and forgot, or they don't understand the nature of presenting that angle. See, the issue is people give me angles or tell me you should do this, they should have, could have, would have me all day long. Okay. The problem is that the angle they want me to take becomes very strong. In a sense, the opposite message of what my business model is. I love giving everybody an opportunity, because I don't think that if you don't give anybody an opportunity, you're never going to know how good you really are. Yeah, there's 3 examples right in this room.
Sure.
The difference is that you have to buy into it as much as I believe in it. And if you don't buy into it, then it is my job to make you get there, and hence the colorful language. Because I'm still a
colorful
coach.
language for you works. Me, it doesn't work so well.
It does. Everybody goes, what's she saying? But there is the right way, and then there's the other way. Okay, now on Friday, I got to tip my hat. The crew brought it.
Wow.
Now, can you keep that
Wow.
level
Yep.
of intensity? You see, a champion isn't a champion because of one game. A champion is a champion because they walk, they talk every single day. That's why there hasn't been a repeat football team since Brady did it with.
Friday was, oh
His
my
leg
gosh.
with his dance moves over there, it was really good.
The dance moves in your video that you put together is blowing up all over social media. That was incredible. I mean, just how all the pieces that everyone does here came together on Friday, spectacular.
And all the different aspects of what's going on. It's funny because when I asked Slick, can we do a dance segment, because I needed him to get up and dance, and I'm asking him to do something that I haven't gone up until Friday to attempt to do that. I said to him, watch what happens. So Slick thought it was the guys' moves and they're all nervous. It has nothing to do with that. It's the people that want to dance with them. It's the people, I even asked Wayne to get up.
I saw you. If you see the video, you're going like this.
But the object of the game is that the angle is to have a good idea that participates everybody.
Yes.
So the next time somebody comes at you with an idea or an angle, you can explain very quickly, yeah, we thought about that, which is my argument with Gio every weekend. I did think about that. But the problem, Gio, is delivering it. What he wants to do is a great idea. I don't know if I can deliver it. I think you can, because you're a whole lot smarter than me. Slick is done.
What?
Because his angle is tech language.
Oh.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Gio lose me after like the third sentence because he's trying to explain something.
I don't understand language, Gio.
Then I'm like-
but it doesn't mean that we can't deliver it
Correct.
another way.
Most definitely.
Which I think Amcast.tv is gonna be
Love
very
that.
big. So I love the name. I says, why didn't you tell me about that name?
I love that name.
But now the podcast room, which I don't agree with podcasts because I think this could be turned into a podcast.
Yes.
But podcast room, if it made, if it floats your boat, so be it. I'm going to turn it into the Disco Podcast.
About having the conversations, and we do that too.
Disco, yeah, with a ball and everything else. I'm thinking of doing that.
Oh, we have to put our Halloween situation out there again. The ghosts and we have the light outside.
The light or what?
When the whole corner lights up for Halloween.
Well, you got to turn those lights off.
Yes, gotta make
You
it
know,
dark.
And it's really not super duper effective.
It's cool though. It gives you sort of the whole effect.
I'm going to build a hangman for the lobby. Get really gross with it. Have blood dripping down from it
No,
into like a pump.
no, not so good. Is all I can tell you.
Why?
I mean,
Halloween
then-
should be gory,
No,
right? What's the matter? What's with the head?
we got to start putting some Halloween costumes.
You need a
together.
dress?
So that's the other thing. There's this passive aggressiveness that girls do.
What
Men
is that?
don't do it.
Can you explain passive
Like
aggressive?
that dress situation could have either been really done out of pure
Nah,
kindness
she was jealous.
or
she was
passive aggressiveness saying, I don't approve of your dress. Let me take you down a peg so
You're
you're
not wearing the
borrowing.
right thing, yeah.
Not only you're not wearing the right thing, but since you don't seem to have the right thing,
Here.
let me do for you.
Yeah.
Right?
She was-
Passive
it was
aggressive
jealous.
girl.
I wasn't even there. There's a picture of you floating around. I don't know who put it out there, but there's a picture of you floating around. Of you
You put it out.
of you out there. I'll show you the picture. And this picture, everybody asks, who's that? And I said,
Her
that's
headshot?
Taps. Yeah. And that's Taps. And I could tell you, when you have that kind of picture, it's a whole lot of, there's a whole lot.
It's
You
one
see,
of
I'm
your
into
headshots.
pictures.
I was gonna say it's probably my headshot from Miss Florida.
I think so.
Do I have really fluffy curly hair?
No.
No. I think you're like this or something.
Probably. That's my Facebook one, I think.
Maybe
It's your
that's what it
Facebook
is.
one. But that picture alone speaks 1,000 words. So when you have a picture like that floating, or you walk into an environment where I'm competing against you, you see, they're trying to get in your head. You know, think about your dress, this one.
Oh, that's an old one.
Well, you were 12.
That's the first time I competed, actually.
Well, this picture, it says 1,000 words. And what happens is when they're competing against you, they can't beat you in looks and smarts and stuff, so they try to rent space in your brain. Remember that saying?
All the time.
You know what it is when they rent space in your brain? You guys know what that
annoying.
means?
Yeah.
Do people do that too, Slick? Is it a guy thing
Oh
too?
my God, all the time.
Oh my gosh! Like sometimes, like the weekends. Besides this weekend, like they're usually a cleanse because I try to turn my phone off on silent or do not disturb because there's some guys in here that like.
I like to
I
rent
don't
space
wanna.
in your
I
brain.
don't want to hang out. I just want to be by myself. I'm not saying that I just like my space. You know.
Everybody needs space.
I like my space.
You agree with that? Everybody needs space? You
Yeah.
need space? You like to be alone. You too, right?
Oh, yes. Anna and I would be happy alone.
Holy smokes.
I get it. 100%.
I get it too, but unfortunately when you're in the public eye, that don't happen too much.
Unless you're home.
Correct.
And then you need your space.
Yeah, but I don't want to be home all the time. Like I go to the bar, people come up, they know the show, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? What are you going to do?
What are you going to do? I met a musician Saturday night. He plays great guitar. Kind of like, oh my gosh. Who do we always listen to here? I'm like drawing a blank. But I'll bring him Jason Mraz kind of stuff. And he's got originals. So,
Where'd you meet a guitarist?
you know, my football stamina is this big. So I had to go outside, and he was playing outside at the restaurant. So what do you do when you go outside? You talk to the musicians. That's how I met the guitarist.
I tell you, sometimes you just make me wonder. We did a gig one time, I don't remember where it was, but we go outside, and Dawn looks this way, and she walks. And I'm going, hello, hello, where you going? She just walked.
Oh, that was bad.
And she walked away. And she found Jake, just like Jake.
Lived like Jake, yeah.
Jake like Jake was a child drowning, and she walked into a pizzeria, and there it was, and we got into a whole show with them and everything else. But it's funny. It's a trance. You know, I'm talking to you, and you walk
Yeah, I
away,
just gotta go.
and she's walking, and I'm like, "Where are you going?" And she's not responding. So I don't know. There's like
You're not allowed
forces
to leave
that-
anymore. Sometimes the forces are bigger than me.
I was there, and you walked away.
I know. And he left. And I'm like,
I go to work.
don't you ever leave me in a parking lot by myself again.
I didn't know what to do.
He's like, I don't know what to. I'm like, okay, you got to like find me, follow me, something. Just don't let me walk through a parking lot again.
Oh, that's not true. I did everything short from hitting, except hitting her with the car.
But-
You ever just walk away from somebody in the middle of a conversation?
Yeah.
I have not. I
Slick,
feel like
you
it's
do it all the
rude.
time, Slick.
Yeah.
What do you do when you're in a conversation and you're just done with the conversation?
I die on the inside.
And you know you got to go, but they're still, and it's like you want to talk to this one, and they're like this. What do you do?
I look around the room and try to look at someone to help me.
You nod. You nod a lot when you're done.
Who, Alana? Or
Alana.
I just stopped
She goes
talking.
like this. And she's looking around. I saw it not too long ago. Not the other one. The other one, she raises her eyebrows and she's like a moving rocket. She just goes. And Slick is Slick. Slick, you never know if he's coming or
Slick
going.
can have 10 conversations at once.
It's because I don't even know why, but like I leave the conversation. So
He talks to himself.
me? No.
Yeah.
No.
Uh-huh.
I
Right?
do.
We've heard it.
Oh my god.
And we
have
sit there,
before.
we go, what the hell? Who's he talking
It
to?
happens.
What do?
It happens.
You
I
stay in the
smack myself in the
conversation,
head.
but you stay in the conversation for hours.
We talked about this. When you're talking to somebody, they're bringing their ideas. And if they're 30, 40, 50, whatever the age is.
But
20,
sometimes if you continue to engage them,
Yeah.
they just start, I want to say vomiting all over you, but it's like
That's
this
not a
emotional vomit.
No.
And then like, well, let me tell you. And then if you laugh, then you've like given them way to continue their jokes
That's
that
in,
aren't
that's
funny.
in your world, Dawn, because your world.
Am I right
I'm not
though?
even gonna go
Because you
there.
know I'm right.
No, in your world, yes. Not in my world.
You know I'm right.
In your world.
I got home
Like
Friday
Officer
night.
Krupke.
I got home Friday night and I said it was like midnight because I had a whole thing with dinner and my family and a whole situation.
Let's take us out of the equation for a second because we're never going to agree. But if you're having a conversation with a male figure, not a female, I shouldn't say that either. If you're having a conversation with a person, and the
Right.
person finds everything you say to be interesting, and they're going to give you what they're hoping you'll find interesting. And if you give that one laugh, you open up the floodgates. Would you stay or say, listen, I got to go?
But do I really have to go?
Yeah. No, you're just tied with the you're
You're
done
just
with the
done with the
conversation.
conversation.
You find a way to say, all right, I gotta go make a phone call, or it depends on where
So
you
you
are.
bow out gracefully.
Yeah.
Now my partner here, she gets up and walks away.
Well, does she leave you behind so
Yes.
that you can continue the conversation?
Yes, all
Then
the
it's
time.
Then it's not rude. She left him with company.
I've had people tell
See,
me
but it's not
we
right.
can't have the meeting until Dawn shows up. And I go, that may be a while. She shows up and leaves. So she'll come, she'll sit down, she'll get a sip of coffee, okay, and whoop, leaves. I'm like,
There's things to do around here.
you're in a
She
meeting.
can't just sit and talk all day, though.
I can't.
But she leaves me do it.
But you love that.
You'll sit and talk all
Yeah.
day.
He'll
Most
sit and talk
definitely.
all day.
So you know if Freddie doesn't like you when he gets up and leaves the conversation.
Correct.
First of all, don't give away the family secret.
All right.
There are certain things that I know are not going to go anywhere, or they're not listening to me because I'm the wrong person. I'm a male. And there's a lot of women empowerment that goes on in here, and they don't want a male's perspective, so I bow out. I said, you want a cup of coffee? I get it, and I leave. And then you're stuck because now you got to be there.
Yeah, when you do that to me, it's really hard. It's like putting me in a box, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Do
I
you-
said that to him last week. I said he left the meeting, which means I have to sit here until you come back.
Do you remember the first time you were here and I asked you to sit in a meeting with me?
Yes.
That's the reason why.
You left me.
I left you.
And you left me.
But you controlled it.
Sure. Did I know what I was to talk about on the very first day of how your business goes?
Of course you did.
Nope.
I had all faith in you, but it closed.
It did close.
And it was fine.
Yep.
And they love you. And it's part of your sometimes you have to get a pitch you ain't never seen to learn how to hit it, right?
It forces you to step up to the plate.
And I think you like that. I think you like the challenge.
I think it's a good and healthy for me. Do I like that? No, but it's healthy.
Why don't you like it?
I don't always like being put on the spot, but then usually when it's over, I enjoy the growth from it. So it's like a love-hate kind of a thing. I
First
don't
of
like
all,
it in the moment, but I appreciate what it does.
Take a pill because you are the spot queen. I'm going to be putting you on the spot with things that are coming. Same thing with Anna. Slick knows this already. I put you on the spot because I know you can do it.
You love it. You love doing it.
I'm never going to put you in harm's way that I don't think you can do it. I think you can do it, and you're going to exceed expectations. You guys have never failed at any assignment given to you. So the same thing with this one. This one waited 4 years before she took a spot.
I don't blame her.
Now I put Dawn one day in a
years.
3-day, 6-hour, 5-hour marathon in West Palm Beach, the World Series of
Stem cells.
stem cells. And I had her up there, and she was interviewing, I don't know,
From
200,
10 to
300
5 for 3 days, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
And Dawn had never done that before. And I was manning the cameras, and it was just her and me. It was no crew at the time.
No, it was you and me.
And I said to her, you can do this. Now, at the end, she hadn't eaten, and she was beginning to fade. So I said, okay, I got to take her off the set. We're done. And that was that. But there isn't nothing that you can't do until you can't do it. You see, because I've been through all of this.
What?
As a guy, have to do the things that you guys are asking you to do now.
Mm-hmm.
I have.
Okay.
Ex-Gio. Gio and me were talking about this. He says, you're putting everybody through what you went through in the last 12 years. Yes.
Yeah.
It ain't going to hurt you. It's going to make you better. How you perceive it is how you perceive other people. So when people try to bring you down,
Yeah.
you just look at the angle. Says, man, it must be tough being a hater, right?
I mean, I don't look at it
smile.
like that. It's just, Lucifer, he sends a lot of people down to, like, deter me from my path. That's basically it.
Lucifer?
Do you believe that?
I do. Like, there's a
Lucifer?
lot of obstacles that don't make sense, and then I'm like, all right, cool. As long as I got my head strong, basically, I'll be fine.
They're trying to play on your weakness. They think that they're going to get under your
But
skin.
what weakness? But what weakness do I have?
Insecurity.
Besides people talking to me a lot, and it's guys. A lot of guys just, seem to.
Because you're so well liked, don't you understand? You're so well liked that everybody wants to take you down a peg, so you're not well liked. Lana has the same problem. You have the same problem, but you're smarter than them because you stay reclusive. You stay in the back. You let your camera be your face. It's very smart what you do. I watch it.
Her?
Yes,
She's a
I asked her to
genius.
dance with me on
She
Friday.
took out the camera.
She says, I can't. I got the camera.
It's like Danielle.
So that is only going to work until. It's only going to work until it don't. Until I take a camera, give it to somebody else, and she dances. It's about expression. It's about confidence. You can drink confidence. You have to swallow fear. It's a big difference. And you guys are the best. We've talked about this.
Yep, they are. It's interesting to see people do that. And then, Slick, I think when people do that, and how many people can be angling against you in life? Like, why?
I don't know.
Then I think,
It's
why am I
just-
thinking the negative thoughts? Why is the
Correct,
dark
yeah.
side peering into my brain? Because I want people to try to help you. In their mind, they think they're helping.
Correct.
In their mind, they think they're doing something to better you.
Good morning, Bruce Goldman.
How you
First
doing?
of all, their opinion is none of your business.
True.
I don't care if it's helpful, not helpful. It makes no difference. You take the stuff they give you, and you use it, and you can.
But we got lots of stuff going on today, I think.
Yes, we have to start gearing up for November 14th, November 20th. Got to start gearing. I went to the movies this weekend.
Did
I
you?
was gonna go to our new movie theater, but I had found out that tickets were already bought at another place. I went to see the Soprano movie.
We can see the Bond movie.
I thought Sopranos movie was like a streaming movie.
No, it's not the movie theater.
Ah, how was it?
Four-star system,
Really? Wow.
5-star system, 1.5.
Wow.
So my son yesterday saw it at home. Apparently, you can see movies at home.
Yes,
HBO Max
that's what I
is like
thought.
the
It was a
best.
streaming movie.
He saw it at home. And he loved it. He says, my God, that was the best movie. Somebody was dying every 5 minutes. I said to him, what? So why don't you watch a war movie if that's what you want? I thought that because this is about Soprano. This is his son, from what I
This is all
understand.
his son, all right?
His face, the way he talks, the lips, all the same as his father. So there wasn't much to the movie. I mean, you know, a mobster's life is a mobster's life. That's a mobster's life. I
That
like
was
it
it,
too
huh?
much. I like it too
the
much.
fact that you're looking at somebody's lips, you know, for the weekend.
Hey, did you watch the Patriots game against
Hey.
Brady and Tampa Bay, the defensive coordinator of the Patriots? Did you see this? He's gonna be all over social media today with the face stuff, the lips, and he does all these faces.
But Brady won, right? The end of the game, he beat.
No, the Brady
Beat
didn't
him.
win. The Patriots
The Patriots.
lost. The Patriots lost.
Wow.
Brady did not beat them. The Patriots should have won with the kick. It hit the crossbar. Boom! And that was the end of the game.
But that was Brady's winning try.
No. I have to tell you something. Brady got it. Goes. You know, I had to tip my hat because a coach is really important in a game. You know how they say Brady's the GOAT? Well, there's another GOAT. Belichick is brilliant. He made Brady throw an incomplete passes, a lot of them, 20 of 21 incomplete passes, because there was so many things that were thrown at him.
It was
So
raining.
you would think he would like have an inside view, right? You would think Belichick knows Brady's strengths, Brady's weaknesses,
He almost beat him.
how to play against
He
that.
almost beat him. And I'm going to tell you something. The Patriots by next year are going to be a dominant force. That kid from Alabama is freaking good. Not Brady yet, but he's going to be that. That kid is smart. They did a trick play where there was a double reverse with a pass. I haven't seen that play in 30 years. But to have the guts to do that, you see, that's a game you can have fun. You would have been drunk because with the scoring and the plays.
I think watching football with you would be fun.
It is fun. Yesterday we won. We were high-fiving people in the bar, and everybody was watching the game because we were screaming. Right?
Yeah.
They turned them on the screen.
Because being a Jet fan, you can be happy in 1 minute and then sad the next because they
I'm
did
flying.
something horrible.
Was Tommy happy you were there?
He came out and he heard us screaming. He ran back in. And the Yankees, congratulations to the Bronx Bombers for making the playoff. They play tomorrow against the Boston Red Sox. Should we have the game all over the place in here?
I don't
Yankees,
know.
you don't like the Yankees?
I have to. They're New York now. New York is in the playoffs. I got to root for the Bombers.
Okay. Oh, speaking of New York, before we go, all New York employees were supposed to be vaccinated as of Friday. Last-ditch effort to try to reverse it didn't happen, did it?
175 people were laid off today.
175,000 or 175?
175 of the 800,000.
Seriously?
Don't tell me people don't need to work.
Wow. Interesting.
My sister's all teed off, and I
Why?
told her to shut up.
Why?
Just keep on moving because she didn't want to get the shot.
But
she
she
had
did.
to work. Well, it's either that or you don't work.
Interesting,
Her
right?
daughter got fired.
Because she didn't get it?
She says she can't. She's allergic to it. No doctor in the world would benefit that. Now, the third shot, I heard a lot of people. I heard Chuck is taking it.
That's what I heard.
That's what I heard. There are people taking it. All I know is that there was 90,000 people in these stadiums. You see the Dallas Cowboys win in front of 102,000 people. You're going to tell me they were all vaccinated?
No.
How about your nephew? Did he get vaccinated?
Which one?
Frankie.
And,
Oh, but he's not a state worker.
Nope. And
Okay.
they have not mandated that. They will. In December, guess what you're getting for Christmas? A vaccine.
Interesting.
And they came out with 5-year-olds. They're going to ask today to get permission to give the vaccine to 5-year-olds.
Interesting.
Small doses.
I think healthcare providers are gearing up to get their boosters because they all were the first to get it in December. And so I think they're
Linda's
at
getting
that
it
point.
this week, the booster. Does anybody remember when I got mine? Was it March?
Look at your card.
Oh yeah, don't you have your card?
Do you have your card?
Yeah, you have to have your card
This is
with
the
you.
thing about a
Yeah.
Gemini. Where's my card?
You have to have
Where
your
is it?
card.
I don't know. In the last place you put it.
And Linda goes, you know, you gotta have that card. I go, no kidding, I don't know where it is.
Is it in your wallet?
What pharmacist or where did you take it?
I went down
He
to...
was at the park.
I think they should have you on file so they can give you
Yes.
a brand new card.
Are they going to let you know when you need the third or no?
No, because not everyone's going to get it.
It's only for, I believe it's only, there's a different requirements. One, it's for people who had the Pfizer vaccine right now. Johnson and Moderna, they're still discussing things. They need more research. But for Pfizer, you have to either be, I believe at the age of 65 and older, immune and compromised, or if you are someone working in healthcare,
Right.
Those are the limitations. So I would not be able to get a booster as of right now, even if it was in my timeline too.
Because of this, do I qualify?
No.
Oh, what do you mean no?
No. Skin cancer is not an autoimmune compromised situation.
Says you, Dr. Kill Patient.
Says, now your diabetes, maybe, more than your skin cancer. Of the two, your diabetes will qualify you greater, but they're not asking for qualifications. If you want the booster, you can
get
just
it.
go in and get it.
I'm going to call my doctor because I don't want... Now, do you know that you lose 6% of the effectiveness of the shot, Pfizer anyway, per month? 6%. So in a year, you're going to lose 72% of its effectiveness.
Well, it's like the flu vaccine. Every year you get a new flu vaccine. Not you, but people get the flu vaccine every year.
Well, all I know is that...
All you know is what you know, and all we know is what we don't know.
I don't
So
wanna
you
be
don't
in the
know what we don't
hospital.
know.
I got bad news over the weekend. My titi Juana is not doing well, and they're going to put her on hospice in
Where is she?
Arizona. Sad state of affairs going on.
How old is she?
I don't even know.
Like your
I've talked to
parents'
her
age?
Many, many years. And
Older.
Much younger, but maybe 10 years younger, but we'll see. But we're going to find out. I'm going to make a phone call to find that out. But it's really sad when bad things happen. So
Yes.
if you can prevent bad things, prevent it. If you don't want to get it, don't get it. Just don't fight about it.
Agreed. Let's have a great Monday, everyone. Make it happen Monday. Let's see you in a little bit.
Make it happen Monday.
Make it happen Monday.
Don't be late.
We're making it happen, but
You're not
I
right.
gotta find the club.
He's not making it happen.
We're gonna make it happen.
You have to give him fair warning.
He's not making it happen. Happy birthday, Slick. If you want to wish Slick a happy birthday, as Freddie says, come on in.
Bring it. And if
Bring
you got
it.
money, he'll take that even better.
Bring it. Come on in. Happy birthday, Slick. You're the ripe old age of 28.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Ladies, inquiring minds want to know, give him a call.
Wow.
Thank you for listening to the morning show. As I go now to fill my mug, which is completely empty, I'm coffee out.
Your cup runneth over.
No, company dry.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe, be kind to each other. Tune in for all of our other morning shows coming from Ant Media Productions, and then our afternoon show at 12 o'clock.
And always join us for more fun and laughs, because you know your day starts when you smile.
Have a great morning, and we'll see you in a little bit.
And don't be late.